Welcome back to Danny Park English Reading Show. I'm going to introduce you to the Horrid Henry's Christmas Lunch by Francisca Simon, illustrated by Tommy Ross. Let's explore this book together. Oh, handkerchiefs, just what I wanted, said Perfect Peter. Thank you so much. Not handkerchiefs again, moaned Horrid Henry, throwing the hankies aside and ripping the paper off the next present in his pile. Don't tear the wrapping paper, squinted Perfect Peter. Horrid Henry ripped open the present and groaned. Yuck, a pen, pencil, and ruler. Yuck, a dictionary. Yuck, gloves. Okay, 15 pounds. Should have been a lot more. Ew, a pink bow tie from Aunt Ruby. Ew, mints. Yum, huge tin of chocolates. Good, 5 more knights for his army. Very good, a subtraction to gross our fan club. And very, very good. A Terminator gladiator, try that. And where was the rest? Is that it? Shrieked Henry. You haven't opened my present, Henry, said Peter. I hope you like it. Horrid Henry tore off the wrapping. It was the Manners with Maggie calendar. Oh, gross, said Henry. No, thank you. Henry, said Mom, there's no way to receive a present. I don't care, moaned Horrid Henry. Where was my Zappiton hip-hop dinosaur? And where's the rest of the Terminator gladiator fighting kit? I want everything, not just the trick net. Maybe next year, said Mom. But I want it now, howled Henry. Henry, you know that I'm sorry. Henry, you know that I want doesn't get, said Peter. Isn't that right, Mom? It certainly is, said Mom. And I haven't heard you say thank you, Henry. Horrid Henry glared at Peter and sprang. He was a horrid, stinking a worm to death. Wah! Wailed Peter. Henry, stop it, or ding dong, ding dong. Chapter 2. They're here, shouted Horrid Henry, leaping up and abandoning his prey. That means more presents. Wait, Henry, said Mom, but too late. Henry raced to the door and flung it open. There stood Granny and Grandpa, Prissy Polly, Plimpy Paul, and vomiting Vera. Give me my presents, he shrieked, scratching a bag of bright red gifts out of Granny's hands and slapping them on the floor. Now, where are the ones with his name on? Merry Christmas, everyone, said Mom brightly. Henry, don't be rude. I'm not being rude. I just want my presents. Great money, said Henry, beaming. Thanks, Granny. But couldn't you add a few pounds and... Henry, don't be horrid, snapped Dad. Let the guests take off their coats, said Mom. Bletch, said vomiting Vera, soaring up on Paul. Eek, said Polly. All the grown-ups gathered in the sitting room to open their gifts. Peter, thank you so much for the perfume. It's my favorite, said Granny. I know, said Peter. And what a lovely comic, Henry, said Granny. Mutant Max is my, favorite. Thank you, Henry, said Grandpa. The comic looks very interesting. I'll have it back if you are finished with it, said Henry. Henry, said Mom, glaring. For some reason, Polly didn't look that light with her present. Eek! Scored Polly. This soap has hairs in it. She pulls out a long black one. That came free, said Henry. You're getting your toothpaste next year, you little brat, muttered Primpy Paul under his breath. Honestly, there was no pleasing some people, thought horrid Henry indignantly. He'd given Paul a great bar of soap and didn't even seem thrilled. So much for it's the thought that counts. Chapter 3. A poem, said Mom. Henry, how lovely. Read it out loud, said Grandpa. Dear old wicked Mom, don't be glum. And you've got over Tom and even bigger. Maybe later, said Mom. Another poem, said Dad. Great, let's hear it, said Granny. Dear old bodily Dad. And so forth, said Dad, folding Henry's poem quickly. Oh, said Polly, staring at the crystal frog vase Mom and Dad had given her. How funny! It looks just like the vase I gave Aunt Ruby for Christmas last year. What a coincidence, said Mom, blushing bright red. Great minds think alike, said Dad quickly. Dad gave Mom an iron. Oh, an iron, just what I always wanted, said Mom. Mom gave Dad oven gloves. Oh, oven gloves, just what I always wanted, said Dad. Primpy Paul gave Prissy Polly a huge power drill. Eek! Squinted Polly. What's this? Oh, that's the McGuinness Speed Grouper Drill O-Matic 670 XM3, said Paul. And just wait till you see the achievement. You were getting those for your birthday. Oh, said Polly. Granny gave Grandpa a lovely mug to put his floss teeth in. Grandpa gave Granny a shower cap and a bumper pack of dusters. What super present, said Mom. Yes, said Peter. I love every single one of my presents, especially the salmons and walnuts in my stocking. I didn't, said horrid Henry. Henry, don't be horrid, said Dad, who liked a minute pie. Are they homemade or from the shop? Asked Henry. Homemade, of course, said Dad. Gross, said Henry. Oh, said Polly. No, Vera. She squinted as Vera vomited all over the plate. Never mind, said Mom tightly. There's more in the kitchen. Chapter 4. Horrid Henry was bored. Horrid Henry was fed up. The presents had all been opened. The presents had made him go on a long, boring walk. Dad had confiscated his Terminator trident when he had spared Peter with it. So, what now? Grandpa was sitting in the armchair with his pipe snoring, his tinsel crown slipping over his face. Prissy Polly and Pimpy Paul were squabbling over those turns it was to change Vera stinky nappy. Eek, said Polly. I did it last. I did, said Polly. Wow, wailed vomiting Vera. Perfect Peter was watching Sammy the snail slithering about on TV. Horrid Henry snatched the clicker and switched channels. Hey, I was watching that, protested Peter. Tough, said Henry. Let's see what was on. Ta-la-la, click, Daffy and her dancing daisies. Wait, I want to watch, wailed Peter. Click, and the Tossin Bills or the judges compare tomatoes grown. Click. Wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you. Click. Charitable is one of the words of click. La 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 la. Oprah. Click. Why was there nothing good on TV? Just a baby movie about staying in cars he'd seen a million times already. I'm bored, moaned Henry, and I'm starving. He wandered into the kitchen, which looked like a hurricane had swept through. When's lunch? I thought we were eating it too. I'm starving. Soon, said Mom. She looked a little frazzled. There's been a little problem with the oven. So when's lunch? Bellowed Horrid Henry. When it's ready, bellowed Dad. Chapter 5. Henry waited and waited and waited. When's lunch? Asked Polly. When's lunch? Asked Paul. When's lunch? Says Peter. Asked Peter. As soon as the turkey is cooked, said Dad, he peeked into the oven. He poked the turkey, then he went pale. It's hardly cooked, he whispered. Check the temperature, said Granny. Dad checked. Oops, said Henry. Never mind, we can start with the sprouts, said Mom cheerfully. That's not the right way to do sprouts, said Granny. You are peeling too many of the leaves off. Yes, Mother, said Dad. That's not the right way to make bread sauce, said Granny. Yes, Mother, said Dad. That's not the right way to make stuffing, said Granny. Yes, Mother, said Dad. That's not the right way to roast potatoes, said Granny. Mother, yelped Dad. Leave me alone. Don't be horrid, said Granny. I'm not being horrid, said Dad. Come along, Granny. Let's get you a nice drink and leave the chef on his own, said Mom, steering Granny firmly towards the sitting room. Then she stopped. Is something burning? Asked Mom, sniffing. Dad checked the oven. Nothing here. There was a shriek from the sitting room. It's Grandpa! Shouted Perfect Peter. Everyone ran in. There was Grandpa, asleep in his chair. A thin cinnamon of black smoke rose from the arms, and his paper crown, drooping over his pipe, was smoking. What? Huh? mumbled Grandpa as Mom whacked him with a broom. Ah! He goggled as Dad threw the water over him. When's lunch? Screamed Horrid Henry. When it's ready! Screamed Dad. Chapter 6. It was dark when Henry's family finally sat down to Christmas lunch. Henry's tummy was grumbling as loudly with hunger he thought the world would cave in. Henry and Peter made a dash to grab their seat against the wall. Furthest from the kitchen. Get off! Shouted Henry. It's my turn to sit here, wailed Peter. Mine! Mine! Slap, slap. Wah! Screeched Henry. Wah! Wailed Peter. Quiet! Screamed Dad. Mom brought in fresh holly and ivy to decorate the table. Lovely, said Mom, placing the bulge all along the center. Very fascinative, said Granny. I'm starving, wailed horrid Henry. This isn't Christmas lunch, it's Christmas dinner. Shh, says Grandpa. The turkey was finally cooked. There were platefuls of stuffing, sprouts, cranberries, Brussels, and peas. Smells good, said Granny. Boy, said Grandpa. What a feast! Horrid Henry was so hungry he could even eat the tablecloth. Come on, let's eat, he said. Hold on, I'll just get the roast potatoes, said Dad, wielding his new oven gloves. He carried in the steaming hot potatoes in the glass roasting dish and set in the middle of the table. Voila, said Dad. Now, who wants dark meat and who... What's that crawling? Ah! Screamed Polly. There's spiders everywhere! Millions of tiny spiders were pouring down the holly and crawling all over the table and the food. Don't panic, shouted Primpy Paul, leaping from his chair. I know what to do. But before he could do anything, the glass dish with the roast potatoes exploded. Crash! Smash! Eek! Screamed Polly. Everyone stared at the silvers of glass glittering all over the table and the food. Dad sank down his chair and covered his eyes. Where are we going to get more food? Whispers Mom. I don't know, muttered Dad. I know, said horrid Henry. Let's start with Christmas pudding and defrost some pizzas. Dad opened his eyes. Mom opened his eyes. That, said Dad, is a brilliant idea. I really fancy some pizza, said Grandpa. Me too, said Granny. Henry beamed. It wasn't often this idea were requisite from their brilliance. Merry Christmas, everyone, said horrid Henry. Merry Christmas. The end. This is dennypark English Reading Show. If you want to watch more videos, all you have to do is search my show in the YouTube. Would you say my show with me? Yeah. dennypark English Reading Show. If you search like this in the YouTube, my videos will load it up. See you later. Bye-bye.